Hello everyone, welcome to another evening of frank conversation here on Hard Copy. I'm Ibrahim Adra. Now more than ever, the Nigerian youth is clamoring to be actively involved in the country's political process and to hold elective positions as well. Some of them are pretty smart with many accomplishments to their names. So you ask, what is stopping them? Ongoing farmers-herders clashes with dire consequences on the nation's socio-economic and political development. Is there any solution in sight? To discuss these and more, I'm pleased to welcome a polo enthusiast and a three-term former member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Ahmed Aliyu Wadada. Mr. Wadada, welcome to Hard Copy.
Thank you very much.
Let's begin by looking at the polity, specifically the herdsmen-farmers conflict that is ongoing in Benue State, in particular, which is just a stone throw away from your state of Nasarawa. What do you make of this sad tale?
First and foremost, let me say that it is a very unfortunate situation that we have found ourselves where we are with the prevailing situation of farmer herdsmen or farmers herdsmen clash or clashes. But having said that, the question is, why this and why not and why now? Why can't we take the right measures to forestall this ugly situation? Taking into cognizance our environment the way it has always been, as far as I'm concerned, herdsmen had always been within, around communities. The question is, are these herdsmen doing what is obtained today, or doing what they are doing today, the same herdsmen that we knew? That is one question. Regardless of whether or not they are the same herdsmen, what are the relevant authorities doing to forestall these ugly incidences? We have government in place, and the fundamental responsibility of every government is to protect lives and properties. As a growing up child, I knew of grazing reserves. Can't those grazing reserves be rejuvenated or be restored for, one, the better health situation of these animals, which by extension will mean better health of we human beings, the consumers of these animals? Because the healthier the animals are, the better, the healthier, the more healthy benefits we get.
The Benue State government has taken a step which it believes will solve this problem, to enact a law that, abolish open grazing.
Yeah.
Isn't that the way to go?
It's the way to go. Regardless of how one sees it or feels about it, that is the way to go. And that law must be made to work, and not only in Benue. I call on all other states in the Federation to enact such a law, so that there will be sanity. Sanity in the sense that we need herdsmen and farmers. We all need them, because we consume all they produce. We need the cattle for beef consumption or meat consumption, and we need the produce of farmers for continuous livelihood. So grazing, putting in place laws that restrict open grazing is the way to go.
So you're sounding like a lot of people have proffered solution that the way to go is ranching and to open grazing reserves. But there are divergent views as far as what role the federal government should play. Should it come in and assist in setting up these ranches like it's assisting in terms of agriculture, fertilizer and other agricultural input, or should it just hands off?
No, federal government shouldn't hands off. It should come into it, so that after a while it now becomes open for private sector participation. But at takeoff, federal government should play a very, a key role, has a key role to play in establishing these ranches. It's just like you said, government does that in the petroleum sector, government does that in agricultural sector, and agriculture has, cattle rearing is part of agriculture. So let the environment, let government make the environment enabling, which is, of course, in contemporary terms today, this is 21st century for crying out loud. What government does all around the world fundamentally is to create an enabling environment. So to make that environment enabling for that sector to thrive as it should be, not only in the aspect of the health and for even peaceful coexistence of the herdsmen and farmers, government should come in, federal government should come in and set up these ranches to be complemented by efforts of the various states or various states where locations, these ranches will be sited.